So,
Yeah.
so for teachers, especially elementary school teachers, there's this math fear, right? The fear of math. They feel like they were taught a different way, or they never felt successful at math. Now they have to teach it and teach it
Yep.
in a new way than how they were taught. So,
Yep.
how do you like? What's one piece of advice you give to teachers in that situation that have this math
Yeah.
fear? They have to teach it. So,
Well, I guess I think about it in two different ways because I have this really, I think I'm in this really privileged position where I teach at Bank Street. And so I teach teachers who are getting a master's. And so they might be
mm,
student teaching, but they're new to the career.
mm.
And I teach them math for teachers, which is like the one math course that they're required to take, which they should be
I
required to take
know.
more.
Yep.
Um, and then I also, of course, work with teachers at all different, all different stages of their own career and all different grade levels. With the folks at Bank Street, with those students, a lot of what we do in that course is think about our experiences as math learners and to really give them, I encourage them to allow that course to be a time to reframe how they think of themselves as mathematicians
Mm,
because they are very, very fearful. They've had traumatic
mm,
experiences. They don't want to teach math or they hate teaching math, and yet they are all math teachers, right?
yeah.
And so that's really a luxury to have this whole semester to sort of explore that and think about, how do I see myself as a mathematician and to really almost like forgive themselves and in some ways forgive their teachers, right? Because then
Mm,
they go back to their teachers and like my teacher made
mm.
me, get up on the board and recite things. I get things wrong and they tell me I was wrong, right? And their teachers had those experiences with as they were students, right? And so just try to sort of heal that trauma.
Mm,
With teachers that I'm coaching, we don't have a whole semester,
mhm.
sadly. And
Yeah.
so sometimes I'll meet with a teacher 4 times in a year, and that's it,
Mm,
right? So I think it's hard. I mean, you have to meet teachers where they are. Um, Doing math together is sort of my number one piece of advice. Like, you got to do the math, you have to do the math, you have to do the math. And so that allows us to think about, what is the mathematics? Do we really understand the mathematics? What's going to come up for kids? And so that can start to be a way to sort of reframe how we think about math and um, become better math teachers.
yeah.